Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Oshi no Ko Season 1, Episode 10. It's been a couple weeks. I've recorded ahead previously and then had a week off for my own activities and just taken some time off and stuff like that. So, we are back into it. Last episode, we have Bikomachi being formed. They're trying to figure out who their lead singer is gonna be. We got some insight into, a little bit into Kana kind of hating on herself a bit and all that. So, but she seems like she's really good at singing and has like a secret music channel that maybe didn't take off, so she's like kind of self conscious about it and kind of forcing herself out of the running to be the front of the group, even though she might be the best option for it. So we also have like a music competition coming up, so they got to figure their shit out and get to practicing. And they talked about picking up all of like Bikomachi's songs and all that, so they have a lot of work cut out for them. Um, and yeah, we also learned Mem being older than she claims and everything, but I think that's fine, and I'm excited for her to be able to pursue her dream as an idol that she thought she had to give up on because of her age. Yeah, let's jump into this episode and see what happens this time. We're gonna start here in five, four, three, two, one, now. Right into this opening again. Oh, feels like it's been so long since I heard it. Now we have one more episode in season one. I wonder if we get the music festival this episode, or do we continue to prep? Do we end season one with the music festival, maybe? I'm just vibing with the music, man. It's so mean, reminding us of I every episode in the beginning. Uh, it is crazy how much. I mean, I know we're watching her kids, so obviously, like, she's still gonna be a part of their thoughts and everything, but how much influence has carried over even after she's been dead for this amount of time. Oh, they are making her the center. Okay, so it hasn't been unanimously decided. They're just trying to. Crap, she's onto us. Yep. Yeah. Jeez. Oh. Yeah. Uh. Damn. The way they're gonna convince her is by their bad singing. Oh no. So she's realizing that she has to be center because of how bad they are, I think. Little Miss Cocky and Little Miss Tone Deaf. Damn. Savage. Interesting. Oh, so wait, so she does want to? Or she doesn't want to, but she's doing it? Is that what? Damn. I need to. Aqua? Peon! Oh. Oh, a choreographer for idols. Nice. Terrible! Stamina! Oh no! Damn. Don't forget to smile! Oh, that'd be so exhausting. Very passionate. Oh. I can't with the damn mask. He doesn't even drop the act, even behind the camera. Yeah. Oh. Jeez. Her face. He's very perceptive. The light came back to her eyes. Oh, wow. He really is a fan. I love bell peppers. Oh. Very forward in her thoughts. Although he seems older. A lot older. Oh my god, no, what? Is that Pieon? Or is that Aqua? There's no way, right? Oh no, it is, isn't it? I mean, last time we saw Pieon, he really was jacked. I just figured it was the clothes hiding it, but now that they're saying his body type is just like Aqua's. I love getting their thought processes in these conversations. He's been rent free in my head ever since. Is it him? Is that what that was just showing? Yeah, he's talking to Pieon. Oh my god. Yo, he's just chilling on a beach. Oh my god. Being like surprised by actors. Damn. You are devious, Aqua. Like, this is kind of fucked up. Like, it's funny, but man, I don't know. She took the horns off. Blasphemy. Image dropped. Fantasy removed. What? What the fuck was that? Hmm. Before she died. Damn. Oh. Out of anyone, she's the kind of person that deserves to be reborn like this. Keep her memories and stuff. Dead in a ditch and your brother now. It's just a weird thing to say. He fell asleep. Hmm. She's so negative. Like, she even just saw how, like, Pieon, but she still says no one, right? It's it's that mentality of, like, sometimes even one person isn't enough. Oh no, she's gonna see. Fuck. Oh no. Damn it. Is that gonna mess us up, or where's Kana? Oh my god. Okay, she's here. Oh, Kana. Freaking Aquaman. Manipulating things. Oh no. Hmm. Yeah, that's gonna mess her up. This is the pits. I love Kana's dialogue. Jeez. Like a public. Yeah, yeah, what is this? Oh, jeez. That's crazy. Damn, that's messed up. But I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Like they can't really have private rooms for everybody. Oh, you small fry. Man, props to you if that's true, because, man, I would get nervous as shit every time. uh, oh, It's so sad that she has to think about it that way too to try to motivate herself rather than it being like something she's passionate about. It's about not failing other people. So much of her image is about other people, the way other people see her. See? Damn. That sucks. Oh man. It's crazy that this happens in anime. Does this happen in Japan often? Where like the parents just take off? Yeah. Sometimes it can help. I will say that. Excuse me. Hmm. Oh shit. Called her out on it. Damn. I mean, they have been savage to each other this whole time. Hmm. Damn. I feel so bad for Kana. You know. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's so rough about Kana versus Ruby. Is Ruby just in it for fun, like whatever. She just wants to do it. Whereas Kana's so worried about whether she succeeds or fails. But, like she said, she's also the center. Oh, that track coming in. Like eyes kind of music sorta coming in. Oh, okay, so next episode is when we're getting it. Damn. Pressure. That's a good episode title. It is. Man, kinda loaded episodes this season. Like, I love this show because it can focus itself on a character like Kana where, we have Aqua and we have Ruby who are, built up in the first episode to be the main characters, and then we so quickly spend so much time on Kana, but it doesn't I'm not saying that in a bad way, right? Like I love it. it's been really good, and they do it in such a good way. Whereas sometimes shows focus on a side character, and I'm just like, let's just get back to the main characters because we know we're going back to them eventually anyway. But Kana is such a complicated character because she's this child actress that had great success when she was young. She let it go to her head, and as she grew up, she slowly had that confidence in herself destroyed, you know? And she worries so much about how other people feel about her. It's it's something where this has like it feels like being an actor is still a dream of hers. We have the end actually coming up, so I'll finish that up. That is it, guys, for episode 10. Um, but yeah, so I feel like she still has a dream of being an actor, but I feel like somewhere along the way it stopped being so much about being fun as it is like making ends meet. But at the same time, I don't know. I think there is still a part of her that really wants to do this, right? Like, this is still her dream. It's just she's slowly kind of losing her way a bit. But I like how right here at the end, we kind of had Ruby coming in and, like, pulling her back into that, like, who cares if we fail? Let's just go have fun, you know? And that's, like, I started saying it during the reaction, that's one of the big differences between Kana and Ruby, is Kana is so focused on the success and failure, and she's failed so much up until now. Now she's going to be the center with two people behind her, and that's probably why she's so averse to being the center, is because if she fails at this, then she's also failing for these two as well, which is even more of a burden on her shoulders. And on top of her not wanting to disappoint her friends here, I think she also is really scared of like her mental state has depreciated so much over the years due to failures. If she then fails for herself and fails for others, what is that going to do to her mental state? And I think that's another thing that's really scaring her. So it's a really interesting thing. Now, I did want to go back. Let me get subtitles back up here. Where? Why do I always end up saying the opposite of how I feel? I just want to try to see. I just wanted to see. I figured it'd turn out this way from the start. Little Miss Cocky, Little Miss Tone Deaf. I can't believe girls who aspire to be idols are such horrible singers. I can tell from your singing you've had an easy life by coasting on your looks. Given the situation, it's true it'd be best if I do it. And then she thinks to herself, still, I really don't want to. Seriously, you girls are hopeless without me. You better try your damnedest to make me look good. And then this is where why do I always end up saying the opposite of how I feel? Interesting. I was just trying to, like, understand the context of that, because externally she's been very against being the center, so I wasn't sure if, when she said, why do I always end up saying the opposite of how I feel, if that's something she always does that mean when she's denying to be the center, she actually wants to be? Or is it more in line of what she's talking about here, where, you know, she's kind of being, like, harsh to them, whereas maybe that's the opposite of how she wants to be with them and everything? I don't know. Kana is definitely a interestingly complicated character. Like, I understand it from, like, if you boil it down to just, oh, she's scared of failure, you know, you can boil it down to that, and she does care about her friends and doesn't want to fail for them as well. you can boil it down to just that, but there's so much more going on in her mind and everything. It's really fascinating and sad at the same time because she's still so young. Like, these are so many problems that I feel like someone her age shouldn't have to worry about. But yeah, and the fact that her mom, like, I get that the grandparents are sick, but she's like, I'm gonna go back to there and live with them or near them or whatnot. You'll be fine here, right? Like, the way she worded that seemed so harsh in my mind. I don't know. Like, maybe there was more to that conversation we didn't get to see, but there wasn't. Was there something like, hey, like, I'm going back here, are you gonna come with me? But if you want to stay here, you can, kind of thing. Like, it felt more like, all right, I'm leaving, bye, rather than I'm leaving, do you want to come with me, kind of thing, right? But like I said, maybe there was more to that flashback that we just didn't see, and that just left her alone. And the more alone she gets, the more in her own head she gets. And she talked about how she at some point as she was growing up, she started making these self-depreciating comments about herself, just like people online do. And I mean, I get it. Sometimes it is easier to, if you feel like something might bug you, to have you make a joke about it yourself rather than deal with someone else making that joke, right? Like, I make a lot of fat jokes about myself, right? Because I imagine it's one of those things where you think other people are gonna think that way, so you just one up them by acknowledging it first, right? So it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a thing, like, I don't know. Maybe my friend group is having a conversation about running or something, and I know if I chime in, they know I'm fat, so, and I don't do a lot of running, and so I'll start it with, like, some kind of fat joke, and then start talking about running, right? It's one of those things where you try to catch it before someone else has the time to say it, so that way if you said it first, you can accept that rather than hearing it from someone else first. I don't know. But yeah, it's like she's so, like, self-aware, and then, I mean, Aqua kind of pissed me off because I get why Aqua did it, because if Aqua came to her and said to, like, do things a certain way or whatever, she'd be more adverse to not do it. I understand that mentality, but, you know, pretending to be someone else and everything, and then the fact that she found out too, and I mean, that's not the thing. I mean, doing it in the first place is just bad, but it really sucks that she did find out. So then she was up all night before this big important event because she's too busy thinking about, like, freaking Aqua was in the mask. Did he mean the things he said? Or was he just trying to manipulate me to act in a certain way and all that? And it's sad because, I mean, she obviously likes Aqua quite a bit. I mean, this episode she pretty much said it, like, should I, like, because up until now it's been very clear to the audience that Kana likes Aqua and stuff like that, but we haven't really heard her say it to herself or anyone else, I don't think. But this episode she clearly said, like, should I give up just chasing Aqua and go after Paeon? But now she has those thoughts and it's like, oh, freaking, now, she has those thoughts like, oh, I should give up, go after Paeon, and then she finds out it's Aqua, and then she's like, oh shit, well, now I've just been crushing on Aqua even harder, even when it's not him, I'm crushing on him, And it's like, but this is kind of fucked up, so I'm kind of mad at him, and it's like, it's gotta be such, like, a twist of emotions that you're experiencing, like, right before this big event. It just sucks. But one of the other really interesting moments we had was when she said, there was one moment here, I think it was right here. Oh, maybe it was like a tiny bit before she grabbed her jacket. Yeah, it was her saying like, given the situation, it's true. It'd be best if I do it. And then there's like a cut to like a staticky kind of darkness that says like, still, I really don't want to, and it's just it's once again, it's one of those things where like it's hard for me to put it into words. I'm really bad about putting like the way I'm thinking about a character into words for you guys, but there's something powerful about that moment, and I don't know how to word it, but it just felt, it's like we're getting a glimpse of that darkness that's in her, that doubt that she has, and everything, the burden that she feels by taking this on. So, but I mean, as much as I thought maybe this would be a bad thing for her, maybe having the carefree attitude of Ruby around will help. Like right at the end there, with Ruby being like, "Who cares? Let's go. Let's fail. Let's have fun." Maybe this is what Kana needs. Is let maybe that's why Kana has been on the outs for a while, is because she's been so in her head about everyone liking her, everyone like, and like I said before she found out about Pieon, right? Uh she had just found out that Pieon's like a fan, knows all this stuff about her and everything, and she got all happy about like, oh, so I still have fans out there. But then like a few minutes later, she says no one, like when we had Ruby talking about how there's someone that really loves idols, and she's hoping to become an idol so that way that person can be a fan of her as well. And she's like, "Oh, so you have people to support you." And this is like some person from a long time ago that Ruby was talking about, and yet Kana is still like envious of that relationship, even though she literally just had one appear before her. So it's like even one person, it's one of those things where people say like one negative comment can overwrite like 25 positive comments for like YouTube and content creators and stuff like that. It's something like that where despite Kana discovering that she still has a fan out there, she can't even, that doesn't even last very long before she's already like, a few minutes later just back in that same funk. It's like that moment has already washed away and passed in her mind because everything else weighs so heavy that that one moment wasn't enough to wash it away. So, but yeah, man. I did really like that story from Ruby, trying to say as much as she can without saying she was reincarnated, but talking about being like confined to a room, and that's why she can be such a free spirit and everything now. So, yeah. Anyway, but I'm mad I didn't pick up on it. Now, I will say when I should have said something, but I really didn't expect this to be the case. When Pieon first showed up, or Aqua in Pieon's outfit, I genuinely thought the body was like basically what they were saying. We're like, oh, he's not as buff as I thought he was. I just thought, I've seen so many anime where these big jacked guys put on like some kind of like sweatsuit or something and they don't look as big. So I just didn't say anything. I just ignored it as an anime thing. But I genuinely thought when he first showed up, I was like, man, he doesn't look that muscular right now. And then they started addressing it, and I'm like, oh my god. And that's when when they made it obvious, it became obvious to me. But man, it's so messed up. Makes it a little less. Well, I mean, I guess it was all Kana, right? Like, it's fine for an adult to be a fan, of a child actor or whatever. But but there was that moment where Kana was like, "Oh, maybe I should give up on Aqua and go and fall for this guy instead." But it's kind of awkward because I'm pretty sure Pieon is like a full grown adult and she's still she's in her like second. They started high school and she was like 1 year older than them, right? So yeah, she's like a sophomore in high school, at least in the US, that puts her at like 15 or something like that, right? So 15 or 16, maybe. That's, you know, kind of weird. But at least it wasn't like, it wasn't Paon like hitting on her. It was just being like, oh yeah, I'm a fan, you know? I've been following his shit. Now, he did, if it really was the real Paon, he did know a lot about her. So I guess you could say that's a little creepy, but it's par for the course with this show. And I think that's normal in like the idol culture in Japan and everything for like older men to be fans or older guys, whatever age, to be fans of idols that are younger and know a lot about them. So it's just like normal over there. So I'm just kind of accepting it, even though it wasn't really Paeon to begin with anyway. But that's why I kind of accepted that aspect. But at least it didn't come off to me at all as like weirdly like making Paeon seem like he wants to have a relationship with her, right? But anyway, yeah, I mean, really interesting. I could probably talk more about Kana and everything, but it's we've been getting so much. It's really interesting, and I just want her to be happy. I hope this works out. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. You can probably hear it in my voice, but I needed to clear my throat really bad. Um, but yeah, I I definitely hope this works out because, you know, I just want to protect Kana. I want her to regain her confidence in herself and start to just have fun with what she does again rather than just being miserable and so worried about failure, you know? It's not a fun way to go through life where, you know, maybe she doesn't get nervous about putting on the performance, but she like maybe that part of what she says is true, but she definitely gets nervous about failing and all that. So yeah, we'll have to see. I'm looking forward to this last episode. I really hope they nail it and they gain some traction with their popularity. And I think this is a real good chance to save Kana from herself. So yeah, that's going to be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Sorry I wasn't better at putting some of my thoughts into words. I feel like in my head I can really think and rationalize like some of these characters like actions and thoughts and the way they speak and things like that. But then when I try to like say it out loud, I feel like I just kind of talk in circles sometimes. So I apologize if it came off kind of bad, but I try to do my best to put it into words for you guys. But yeah, hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. There's 2 episodes ahead of time on there through the early access tier. Links in the description should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.